What's hiding underneath things can be scary. Underwater, under your bed, especially what's under your carpet. Except when you get new carpet from Carpet One Floor and Home. After tearing up your old carpet, they'll vacuum and apply Health Annex antimicrobial to your subfloor, disinfecting and killing mold, mildew, and any remaining general awfulness. Carpet One Floor and Home goes the extra mile to protect you, your family, and your home. Carpet One Floor and Home in Columbia, making your home beautiful, guaranteed.
Good morning and welcome to Radio Friends on Tuesday, October the 8th. Marilyn McLeod is with us, the League of Women Voters. Good to have you here, Marilyn.
Good to be here. Thank you so much.
What do you want to talk about today with politics?
Politics. Now, you know, we're nonpartisan.
Right, you're nonpartisan, so we can't talk politics. And we don't talk politics.
We don't talk politics, but we do have some events coming up that are looking forward and looking back. We have two things. On Tuesday, October 15th, we have our regular Lunch and Learn, where you know we don't have lunch, but you can bring your lunch.
You bring a brown paper bag with your lunch, or you can buy, is it at Hy-Vee's?
No, this would be from now on at the library.
Oh, at the library. Okay, so you got to bring your lunch.
Right, or there's some snacks at their kiosk. But this one on Tuesday, October 15th at noon is on the census. Now, the 2020 census is coming up April 1st, and the National League is partnering with the census. They want to be sure that every person is counted.
Yeah.
Just as we want every citizen to vote, we want every person to be counted. It's
right, and there was some controversy over the census, but it's important that every person who's living in the United States be counted.
Right, exactly.
And that is when?
Unless schedules have changed, it's April 1st.
April the 1st.
It's traditionally been that.
The month of April?
Well, it traditionally was on April 1st. So I'll tell you, this is why we're having this program. So we will learn all about it.
Find out more about it.
That's right.
Now, you also mentioned that there's a possibility you can do this online.
That's what I understand, that there's going to be.
I like it better when people come to your house and ask you questions.
I think they could do that too, probably if you haven't responded. Right now, I believe there are people out making sure that there are where residences are officially, so that the census is counted properly. In other words, is a house subdivided into apartments, that kind of thing, so that they can reach everyone.
Well, how do they know if you've got an address, but there could be 3 or 4 people living in that address with 3 or 4 different emails? How do they know if they're contacting a person who is in the family?
Well, right now they're checking about the residences. It's not about the individuals.
Okay.
So as the census is, they'll say how many people live at this residence. So traditionally, if there's a head of household or children, that kind of thing, that will be enumerated in the census.
But you can go to this meeting and find out more about it. And that is when?
That is Tuesday, October 15th.
Okay. And then what else have you got?
And then on Tuesday, October 29th, 2 weeks later, the League is, we're doing this series of programs related to the centennial of women's suffrage. And on that evening at 7 at the library, co-sponsored with the NAACP and the library, we're doing a program called Bonded Justice, Race, Class, Gender, and Suffrage. And this program will take a look at the role of women of color in the suffrage movement. This is something that needs to be heard about and talked about, because women of color, of course, face double issues, both with sexism and racism. Yeah. So we're hoping to have this program, have a lot of people come and kind of shed a light on that part of our history.
All right. So you got 2 important dates in October. October the 15th and?
October 29th.
All right. And if people want more information, they can contact the League?
They can contact the League at our website, LWV CBC.
.org. Very simple to remember. Okay. Thank you very much, Marilyn. And we'll see you back again. And again, you ran and got your pencil, right, to write this down, right? It's lwvcbc.org. That is the website. And if you didn't get that, you can Google League of Women Voters Columbia, and it'll give you. All right. Marilyn McLeod. Now, Nick Foster is with us from the Voluntary Action Center. Good to have you here, Nick.
Thank you, Paul.
Today we're talking about the holidays?
The holiday program is coming right up, and we're going to continue to sign up families right through October the 11th at noon. That means that if there are folks in the community who need to be a part of our program, they can do that at our office.
So you got a couple more days to do that.
A couple more days to do that until noon at 11 at our office, 403A Vandiver Drive.
That's October the 11th.
October the 11th.
Then what happens after October 11th?
After October the 11th, we're searching for those sponsors who are going to be able to help our families that we're signing up to have the kind of holiday that they're looking for. So
do you have any idea how many people will be signing up?
We're looking for 950 households again to be served this year. That means about 3,500 people altogether. Last year we served right at 2,000 children with this program, and that's what we anticipate doing again. So I want to talk a little bit about what that means for our sponsors.
Sure.
You know, Paul, I think that every one of us wants to make a difference in someone else's life. And sometimes we don't know exactly how to do that. And sometimes we try to make a difference, or we do something and we wonder whether or not it does. And so I wanted to read from a few of the thank you notes that we received from our families last year. We ask our families to write thank you notes, and then we send those thank you notes to our sponsors. You know this because you have been a sponsor for us in the past, and you've received these. But these are some that we published in our newsletter last year, and I thought I'd read these. Because I want our sponsors to know that it does make a difference for the families that they sponsor. This is one that struck me. I'm a single student mom that's trying to make ends meet. You all have really helped my family so much this year. Thank you. I have high hopes that I too one day will be able to help families that are in my position, because I understand how it is to struggle and try to decide whether I spend money on the utilities or presents for my kids. I'm so happy that you have taken the stress out of my Christmas. My boys and I really appreciate the help. May God bless you. And then this one from someone who was in just a period of time where they needed that help in the interim. Thank you. I appreciate your kindness. I am a single parent of 3 and was raising my kids in a hotel until recently. We finally got our own place, but all of my money goes toward our housing and my children's needs. Money has been very tight, and this is literally saving me. My kids are at the age that they understand who Santa is, and I was very worried on how I was going to provide for them. Again, thank you for taking your time and money to make a blessing for a family you don't even know. So that kind of story is told again and again, and to be honest, the holiday season is very stressful for us in the office because we're working very hard to make these connections for sponsors and for families. Then at the end of the year, after we see these thank you notes, it reminds me again of why we do it. So I want to remind the folks that are considering being sponsors with us that this is why we ask them to do it. And if you want to make a difference in someone's life, this is the way that you can make it happen.
Voluntary Action Center. Who said there was no Santa Claus? There's a lot of Santa Claus out there.
There are a lot of ways to help, and we're one of the ways that you can do that.
How do people get in touch with Voluntary Action Center?
Just call us 874-2273 or go to our website, vacmo.org.
Okay, and you can sign up to be a Santa Claus to help out.
You can sponsor a family either one of those ways.
All right. Thank you very much, Nick Foster, Voluntary Action Center. And come back again.
Thank you, Paul.
All right. Out of time for today. Tomorrow, second Saturday for kids in Carpet 1. We'll see you then. Thanks for listening. Bye-bye.